Hi, it's Nanny, and welcome to Story Times with Nanny. So, I have today the Pout Fish and the Mad Day. The author is Deborah Diesen. Let's give it a try. The Pout Fish and the Mad Day. The first thing that happened on that mad morning was a broken favorite souvenir. It shattered without warning. Mr. Fish was left with pieces that he tried to reassemble, but his glue stick was missing and his pout began to tremble. He went to tell his friends, but they didn't seem to care. He thought they were ignoring him. He felt his temper flare. He swirled away in anger and his fins got whirled around. He lost his fishy balance and he bumped into the ground. He tangled with some seaweed and he tried to swim away. He splashed and thrashed and crashed about, his thoughts in disarray. A feeling filled his gills and a sound began to stir. Much bigger than a blub, he was mad. Grrr. Alarmed, his friends came over, and they gathered by his side. "What's wrong?" they asked him worriedly. With efforts, he replied, "It's been one thing and then another stacked on top. I am mad and getting madder, and I don't know how to stop." Mr. Clam consoled her fuming friend. We all at times been mad. It's a challenging emotion, but it doesn't mean you're bad. "She's right," said Mr. Jelly, "and there's much that you can do to restore your inner balance and return to feeling you." Mr. Fish said, weren't you listening? I am angry to the brim." He scowled and turned away from them. His mad is changed of him. "It's been one thing and then another stacked on top. My mad's getting bigger, and there's no way it'll stop." Mrs. Squid replied, "You've got this. To get started, simply breathe. Then slowly count from 1 to 10 to counteract the seethe." Mr. Fish was not persuaded, but reluctantly he tried. A long breath and counting 2, it soothed him deep inside. He felt a little better, and he wasn't quite as ruffled, but there's still grrr inside him. Mr. Fish thought kerfuffled. "It's been one thing and then another stacked on top. All that mad had made a muddle. Could he really make it stop?" Mr. Lantern shone his light. When you're hurt or feeling sad, disappointed, scared, or worried, those can channel into mad. "The solution," said Miss Shimmer, "is to talk about what's wrong. Pick words for what you're feeling. When you use them, you are strong." "It's too hard," said Mr. Fish, with his voice close to despair. Then he breathed again, in and out, and then he began to share. He shared one thing and then another stacked on top. His load began to lighten and his mad began to stop. His friends all listened closely as he spoke about his morning. He reflected on the feelings that were anger's early warning. He talked about the troubles that had made his anger mix. They changed with calm intention into problems he could fix. It takes one thing and then another stacked on top. But with words and self-compassion, I bring anger to a stop. The Pout Fish had faced his mad and looked the missing glue. The pieces are together. Mr. Fish feels good as new. The end. Bye.